So it's been a while since I've been live in here. Well, not really, because I was just live in here the other night when I was really opening up to you guys about what I learned at day 1 of speaker training. And I'm going to come in here, I think, tomorrow and do day 2, like what I learned about day 2. I'm going to go over my notes and everything. It was a lot, you guys. It was a lot of amazing stuff, like life-changing, incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Okay. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. I'm like really excited because there are so many of you girls in here that have so much potential. You have so much greatness within you, but you've convinced yourself that it's not there. And I'm really excited to help you guys unlock that. And so what I'm going to actually be doing is I'm going to be reaching out to people personally who are showing up every day, the people who are consistently working their business. And I'm actually going to set up one-on-one coaching calls with you. And I'm going to be doing them very often because that is the way that we're going to help you unlock your greatness. And I'm really excited about that. So if you want a coaching call, please make sure that you are posting on your page, your Facebook page, every single day. Please make sure that you have parties booked. Please make sure that you are working your business, because I cannot do a coaching call unless you are working your business. I just can't. I want to help everyone, but I can only help those that are actually trying to gain success. You know what I mean? You say you want success, right? But you've got to be working your business in order to gain that success. So if you're not working your business, then you truly don't want success, okay? So I'm going to go over all of that with you guys tomorrow. And then I'm going to have Kaylee O'Brien, who is going to be one of our next green statuses. I'm going to have her come in here and she's going to talk about how to really unlock, you know, your potential and go for it by building relationships with people and sponsoring. So she's going to come in here and talk about that. So I'm really excited. So thank you guys so much. Okay, so let's see, where are we? 2 minutes. So I'm sure you guys can even feel like a difference in the way that I'm speaking and the way, because I feel different. Like I feel really different after everything that I've learned over the past week at Empower You in Toronto, after being around, you know, all the girls on the team, after being around all of those incredible Black Status presenters, after soaking up everything that Deb Erickson had to offer me. It's been really, really incredible. So I want to share a couple of things with you guys tonight. Thank you. It's spontaneous and soulful mixed together. Like soulful's in the middle and then spontaneous is on the outside. I just did it live. I want to explain a few things to you guys, and I want to kind of touch base on a few things, okay? So let's kind of recap right now what's going on, okay? I know, Michelle, isn't that amazing? If next year or whenever you can get to convention, you will come home and come away from it feeling so much just relief and happiness and just lightness in your soul, but gratitude in your heart. You know, it's just like the craziest thing ever, you know, like to see my face on the wall and, you know, to be recognized in front of all those people and then to feel that love that's in the room. Like it's like Empower You times like a bazillion. It's crazy amazing. Hey, you guys. So listen, I see a lot of you guys showing up and working your business. I see a lot of you guys out there doing it, okay? And I wanted to come in here and I wanted to say, you guys, please don't be relying on just showing up to help you gain success, okay? I know that it's difficult and I know that it is scary. Okay, I know that it's scary, but you've got to be sending those messages, you guys. You've got to be doing it, okay? So many people will say, oh, I just, you know, I'll get there. I'm just so scared. I know that it's scary, but you've got to go out there and you've got to do it, okay? Even if you just start small and you message like a couple people here and there, you know what I mean? You've got to do that. You've got to get out there and you've got to, I know that it's not in the cards there, but you've got to do something to get it in the cards. You know what I mean? Like for next year, whenever you can get there. Because here's what's going to happen, and I'll tell you guys right now, side note, you guys are all going to see us at convention and you're going to instantly regret not going. It will break your heart that you didn't come. I'm just being honest. Because I skipped it my first year because it was not in my cards. And I wish that I would have found a way to make it in my cards. It broke my heart into a million pieces that I couldn't go. Million pieces as soon as I started seeing. So if you don't want your heart to break, don't watch our stuff, because we're gonna have the biggest smiles on our faces and we're gonna come away from it like just completely lives changed. Like it's gonna be amazing. And I'm so sorry. I know that it's difficult because that was my life. That was my life before I, you know, consistently was working my business. That was my life. I get it. I was broke and I couldn't do anything I needed to do. I couldn't. But I put myself into debt for it because it was worth it for me. And if you guys are thinking about going, like, they're almost sold out. It's going to be sold out within the next week, 100%. And if they're not, ticket sales stop next month. So this is the last month. This is it. Yay, Kayla, I'm so excited for you. Okay, Mary. Yeah, okay. Tickets are $2.99, Marie, okay? Okay, so Mary, let me ask you, do you have any interest in, like, changing your kids' lives? Because being away from them, I know that it's difficult, but being away from them for just a few days is going to change your life, which will in turn change theirs. And it's going to show them, like, wow, my mommy really wants to help me change my life. It's amazing. But yeah, I get it that you don't want to be away from your kids. I get it. And you can bring your kids. No one said you can't bring your kids. You can bring them. Thank you. Okay, so you've got to do the behind the scenes work. Okay, you guys, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. You can't just be posting randomly and expecting, like, everyone to come flock to you. Like, you just can't, okay? You've got to do the work. You've got to go out there and you've got to go get the sales. You've got to message every single person, like, free shipping on every order right now that contains liquid foundation. That is amazing. Amazing. That never happens, okay? So that saves you $6 right there, right? If you're in the US. And then, gosh, you guys, like, there's so much amazing stuff, so much amazing stuff that we have right now. Like, all of these points for the dude. Do you guys realize? You guys get that $500 cash? You don't have to go to Punta Cana to get this $500 cash bonus. So it's the top 150. It's the top 50 pink and blues. It's the top 150 greens and oranges, and it's the top 50 purples and blacks. Okay. So top 50 pinks and blues, like, you guys have an opportunity. The highest PRS, I think, is like $1,700 or something like that. Like, it's not that high. All you have to do is sell a bunch of makeup and you can get a $500 cash bonus. It's just, they're going to deposit it into your Pay Quicker account at the end of the month on the 8th. And you're going to get that. Like, you could get a $500 cash bonus. It doesn't have to be used for your airfare to go to Punta Cana. If you don't have to go to Punta Cana to get the cash bonus, like, you can just get a $500 bonus, $500. What? That's amazing, right? So listen, so many of you guys don't realize your greatness. So many of you guys don't understand what you're capable of. So many of you don't get that you are truly an incredible person. Okay? So many of you guys have exactly what it takes to be successful beyond your wildest dreams. And what I learned this past week is that we literally convince ourselves that we are not capable of greatness, that we don't deserve it, and that we can't do it. We convince ourselves of that. I have convinced myself of that. And so Deb Erickson, she taught us that you can literally change the thoughts that you think about yourself. So there was one exercise that she did. And let me ask you guys something right now, okay? Because so many people, you just don't think that you're capable, or you let your thoughts overcome you. You let all this negativity get to you, right? And I want you guys to know, like, you're better than that. Okay, you're better than that. Okay, so many people are like, oh, I have anxiety, like, I can't do this, you know. So let me ask you guys a question. Okay, close your eyes right now. Close your eyes, everybody on here. Okay, this is going to show you guys that what you've literally convinced yourself of is a lie. Okay, close your eyes. And answer my question, how many sides are on a stop sign? And I'm going to give you guys a second to answer that. How many sides are on a stop sign? You guys are going to be blown away. Stay with me, okay? Watch this. There's like a delay. So, okay. 8 sides. I believe it's 8. Is it 8? I think it's 8. Okay. Okay, what color? We'll make it easy. What color? What color is a stop sign? Eyes still closed. Don't look. I mean, obviously you have to look to type, but what color is the stop sign? Okay. Okay, red and white. Okay. Rojo. Okay. Red. Okay. Now, what color? No, I'm sorry. How many sides does a yield sign have? How many sides? How many sides does a yield sign have? Three sides. Okay. Now, three. Okay, good. Good. Nope, just the sign. Sign's a triangle, so it's got three sides, right? Okay. Now, what color is a yield sign? Okay. See all these yellows? Okay. All right. Now, everybody thinks it's yellow. What if I told you that there have been no yellow and black yield signs for 21 years, and that a yield sign is red and white? $21, 1970 something. They removed them all. Every single one of them have been removed. There are none. You have convinced yourself, even though you see them every day, you have convinced yourself that they are yellow. You've convinced yourself because you have seen somewhere a yellow yield sign, but there are none. There are none. You can Google it. There are none. They've been gone for over 21 years. Gone. They removed them all. But you have convinced yourself that yield signs are yellow, but they are not. Okay? So, what I want to tell you guys is that you are capable. You are confident. You are beautiful. You can do anything. Anything. Do you understand me? You can do anything. Okay? Takes 21 days to create a habit. 90 days to create a solid habit. Okay? So if you go to bed at night, there's a specific wavelength in your mind. There's a specific type of sleep that you have to be in order to rewire your brain. Okay. Now, what I want you to know is every night before you go to bed, I want you to start repeating things over and over in your mind. And Deb Erickson, download the Spotify app. And there is something on there called Unshakable Confidence. Okay? And it's like about 35 minutes long. And she challenged us to listen to it every night before we went to bed. Okay? Every night before we go to bed. It takes 21 days to create a new habit. The new habit is that you are confident in everything that you do. Okay. My habit is that I am the leader that leaders want to be led by. Okay. I am confident in everything that I do. I am beautiful. Everyone loves me. Everyone is joining my team. Everyone is buying from me. What she said was her sister-in-law, they were out, and she kept saying she's a realtor. And she kept saying to herself, Deb, nobody is buying and selling real estate right now. Nobody is buying and selling real estate right now. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to buy and sell real estate right now. Does that sound familiar? For those of you who are like, nobody wants to buy, nobody wants to join, nobody wants to book parties, nobody. And I've talked about this before. So she said they were out getting their nails done one day, and this woman was sitting across from them. She was sitting there talking extremely loud about how she has $1 million house that she needs to sell, and that nobody on earth she can't find anyone good enough to sell her house. She can't find anyone. And her sister-in-law is sitting there. She couldn't hear this woman, and she's being extremely loud, and Deb's moving. She said, I'm moving around. And I couldn't get her to hear this lady, and I kept moving around. I kept thinking maybe I'm blocking her. So she goes, finally, I said to the woman, excuse me, did you just say that you are trying to sell your house, your $1.6 million house? And she goes, yeah, I just can't find a real estate agent to buy my house, or to put my house on the market. And she said, well, my sister-in-law right here is a real estate agent. And so they started talking. The woman who was selling her house didn't end up going with her sister-in-law because of her negative attitude. She felt her negative energy. She felt her negative attitude, and she didn't end up going with her. But the point of the story, the moral of the story, is that she had blinders on. There are so many people buying and selling houses. There are so many people out there buying and selling houses. There are people joining my team. There are people buying makeup from me. There are people booking parties with me. Why aren't they buying and selling why aren't they buying and booking and joining you? Why? What's the difference here? What's the difference? There isn't any. There's no difference between you and I. There's not one single difference. The difference is that I am working every day to rewire my brain. When I first started, I didn't think that anyone wanted to join. I didn't think anyone wanted to party. I didn't think anyone wanted to buy my makeup. I rewired my brain. And as soon as I heard somebody say, my repetition in my mind is that I am the leader that leaders want to be led by, everyone is booking parties with me. My parties sell like crazy. And I started in the shower. I was like, everybody is booking parties with me. Everybody wants to join my team. Everybody is buying my makeup. Everybody. I'm like, everybody's buying from me. I sell like crazy. I'm a selling machine. I'm like soaping up my body, you guys. I'm vacuuming the floor. I'm a selling machine. Everybody wants to buy this makeup from me. Everybody's joining my team. I am the leader that other leaders want to be led by. And I would literally make my lies that I was telling myself my truth. My lies became my truth because I chose to tell myself that those lies were my truth. Okay? I told myself that I am successful beyond my wildest dreams. I am a millionaire. I am exactly what I think I am. You are exactly what you think you are. If you don't have parties going, if you don't have people booking parties with you, you need to get on that party train. Sonia Akins is being recognized in front of over 10,000 people at our convention this year for being the top 10 out of the entire company for her sales in her parties, because she books them and she rocks them the hell out. And she never stopped when she didn't have a few parties that didn't sell. She utilizes all of my training, and she literally goes out there and she rocks it out. She rocks it out because she has been convinced by myself and by others around her, by the girls, the other leaders on this team, that she is the party queen. We have convinced her that she is the party queen. So she cannot have an unsuccessful party. She cannot have an unsuccessful party. Okay? Casey, are you messaging every single person in those parties? Every single person. Are you messaging every single person? What are you posting in those parties? Are you posting your own videos, your own pictures? If you're not, that's why. That's why. If you're not in the Makeup Moguls Mock Party group, and if you have not watched the training, you will not be successful. You cannot go into these things blind with no training. You've got to train yourself. You've got to. There's so much training out there. Okay, you guys, listen. Lay down in your bed at night and tell yourself, write down where you struggle. Write it down. And then I want you to write a statement next to that struggle. And I want you to tell yourself, whatever that statement is, I want you to write what is something positive? So if you struggle with parties, I want you to say, okay, my biggest struggle is parties. Okay. So I want you to say, like, if you're like, okay, I just see Bianca came on, she struggles with sales. Okay. So Bianca, I'm putting you on the hot spot because you just came on here. So maybe Bianca struggles with sales because she has literally convinced herself that she struggles with sales, that she cannot get sales. Maybe she's convinced herself of that. And maybe she's got blinders on to sales. Maybe there are sales out there, but she has blinded herself of sales. Okay. She has blinded herself of her ability to be successful with sales. Okay. She has convinced herself, maybe she's convinced herself that she can't get sales. So maybe she needs to lay down at night and she needs to convince herself, I am a selling machine. I am a selling machine, Bianca. Every night before you go to bed, we're talking about how it takes 21 days to create a new habit, 90 days to create a solid habit. It takes you 10 years, 10,000 repetitions. Okay? 10,000 repetitions for you to rewire your mind. Okay? So every night before you go to bed, you have got to literally tell yourself the things that you need to hear. Okay? The things that you need to hear, you need to tell yourself. Yes. Bianca is a selling machine. Bianca is the top salesperson on this team. Bianca is number 1 on my PRS charts every single month. Bianca, 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 Bianca. You are a selling machine. You have the makeup that everybody wants to buy. Everybody loves your makeup videos. Everybody is attracted to your makeup. Everybody, okay? But you must know that you cannot just convince yourself of this and expect it to just happen. You've got to put in the work as well. Jim Carrey said you cannot tell yourself that you're going to be a millionaire and then go eat a sandwich. Okay? You've got to go out there and you've got to put in the work and you've got to do the things, okay? And you've got to rewire your brain. If you struggle with something and you've struggled with it for a long time, you've got to rewire your mind. Just like you guys have convinced yourself that yield signs are yellow when they are actually red and white. It's because you have convinced yourself, okay? So what I want you guys to do, and here's the thing. There's an app called ThinkUp. You can record your own voice saying certain things. However, Deb Erickson said that you may reject your voice because you may not like yourself. So you may actually reject your own voice. You may reject your own voice. Okay, so she said once you become confident in your self and you start to love yourself, then you will begin to trust your own voice. However, if you've been speaking negatively about yourself, it may be difficult for you to accept and love your own voice in these repetitions. Okay, so if you need me to, I can record. If you want me to record something for you, I can record something for you and I can send it to you and you can listen to it on repeat over and over again if you would like. Whatever you want me to do, whatever you need anyone to do, but you need to tell yourself something different. You need to fall asleep, and it's in that beta sleep, or is it? I think it's in delta sleep. In delta sleep is when your mind begins to accept these repetitions, but repetition is what will change your life. You've got to rewire your mind. I am confident. I am beautiful. We did this exercise where we stared at each other. We shared our deepest, darkest secrets in front of a person. We had to make eye contact with them. They had to record us saying it. Okay? They had to record us saying it. And we had to literally sit there and we had to say our deepest, darkest secret. And then when we were done, we were all sobbing. We were all crying. We all had to look each other in the eye and we listened to Deb's voice. And Deb was on the microphone and she kept saying, we had to look each other in the eyes, and she said, speak to the person in front of you who has just said their deepest, darkest secret, but speak to them with your eyes. And all you could hear was, and it just was like this, beautiful. It was like, you are beautiful. You are so confident. I love everything about you. You have nothing to be afraid of. You have no anxiety in your mind. You are free of all of your fears and all of your doubts. You are strong. You are capable. And you are so passionate. And I love you with all of my heart. I would do anything for you. And you can do anything for yourself. We all love you. And it was like literally, you guys, the most powerful thing I have ever experienced in my life. 100%. It was incredible. Like, I'm going to cry just thinking about it. And then she also did this exercise, which I would love to do with you guys too. She had us close our eyes after this exercise. And she was like, I want you guys to picture your 5-year-old self in the driver's seat of the, she said, picture yourself walking out of the convention center, and picture yourself walking out to your car, and picture your 5-year-old self sitting in that car. She looks drained. She looks unhappy. She looks like she's got a burden sitting on her shoulder. She looks like she's been holding you back. She looks like she's carrying the weight of the world, and it's your weight. And she just looks so sad and so unhappy. Picture that 5-year-old face. And then she said, now picture yourself going into the car and telling your 5-year-old self, I don't need you anymore. I don't need you to drive my car anymore. I don't need you to drive for me. I don't need you to hold me back anymore. I've got this. And she said, picture all of the guilt and all of the things that you've struggled with as a 5-year-old child. Picture all of that stuff on her. Picture all of that stuff. And then I want you to give her, your 5-year-old self, a hug. And I want you to say, you can go now. You can sit in the passenger seat now. You don't have to drive my life anymore. You don't have to create my thoughts for me. You don't have to hold me back anymore. I've got this. I'm going to take control now. And she said, let your 5-year-old self out of that car, and you help her into the passenger seat of the car. Or you help her into the back seat. You get her buckled up, you give her your iPad, and you let her be happy. You let her do the things that 5-year-old kids like to do. And then I want you, after you get her buckled up, you see her happy, you get into the driver's seat of that car. You look at your 5-year-old self in the rearview mirror. And I want you to look and notice your 5-year-old self is happy, calm, because the weight of the world is not on her shoulders anymore. Because you've got this. Because you can now be in the driver's seat of your own life. This is your journey. Crazy things have happened to your 5-year-old self, but your 5-year-old self does not need to be in the driver's seat of that car anymore. You're in the driver's seat. And you look back one last time and you tell yourself, your 5-year-old self, I love you, but I've got this. Isn't that crazy? It was like the most freeing thing I've ever heard in my life. Like the most freeing thing on the planet. Because it's so true. Like we've gone through so much in our lives that literally hold us back from so much, right? Like, I don't know if whatever has happened, think of the trauma in your life. How old were you when that happened? Maybe you were 5, maybe you were 10. However old you were when these bad things happened to you, that is the age of the person that you were, that you need to picture in that driver's seat, that you need to picture letting go. Okay? However old that person is, you need to do that exercise. You need to do that exercise and you need to picture it all like a story. Just letting it go. Okay? You need to just let that go. I know that it's hard, but in order to go on and be your best self and to do these things that so scare you, like walking into a room of the women in this company that are just on top and incredible and just amazing, and you walk into that room and you feel self-conscious and you feel instantly like everyone's looking at you or whatever, you know, like, or you walk onto a stage like And then she told us to picture like walking into that room at convention. And visualization, you guys, is so key. If you need to close your eyes at night and you need to visualize yourself getting all of these order confirmation emails, okay? If you need to close your eyes and picture all of these congratulations emails, so-and-so just joined your team, congratulations, just dropping down from the top of your phone screen, all of these order confirmations just dropping down from your phone screen. Picture all of these yes messages coming in. Yes, I'll do a party with you. Yes. Whatever it is, just visualize it. Be specific. She said you've got to be specific for whatever it is that you want in your life. You've got to be specific. Okay? I didn't want to go into all this tonight because I really want to do it again tomorrow and really go over my notes with you guys, but it's so crucial that you guys let that go so that you can literally give yourself and your future all that you've got, because you deserve that. You deserve that. Forgive yourself. If you're mad at yourself, forgive yourself. Forgive whoever it is that hurt you. Even if they hurt you extremely badly, forgive them. Okay? Talk to someone about whatever it is, because it gets so much deeper. It's so much deeper than messaging people. It is so much deeper than that. We all know that. It's so much deeper than going live. It's so much deeper than offering this gift to someone, but you're being scared. It's so much deeper than that. It's something deep that you need to work out within you. So write it down and let it go. Okay? Write it down and let it go. And every night before you go to bed, you write down what it is that you want, and you start repeating. You start repeating, okay? Kayla, if you don't know how to let it go, you've got to dig deep. You've got to think to yourself, why? What is it? What is it? And why is it holding me back so bad? What is it? What do I need to do? You know? Maybe go talk to somebody about it. You know? It is hard, and it's a process. And that's why I said 21 days to start a habit, 90 days to create a solid habit. Okay? Repetition. Okay? Repetition, you guys. You've got to start repeating it over and over and over in your mind. I am beautiful. I am confident. Okay? Whatever it is that you feel you lack, whatever it is that you don't have within you, you need to rewire your mind. You do have it. You do have what it takes. You are beautiful. You are confident. You are free of all of the pain that you have been caused in your life. Okay? For Deb, she was sent away every time she got sick to live with these people. And Michelle, I'll help you figure it out. I know how to help you. She was sent away to live with these people, and every day, this man that she was living with would come home and he would rape her every day for 3 years, every day. And so she's dealt with abandonment issues, because every time she was sick, her parents would send her away somewhere. And you guys, she talks about this because she's worked on it. She talks about it so casually, like she's confident in sharing her story with others because she knows that it's going to change her life. Okay? She talks about it like that. And something like that is going to hold you back in life. Okay? Something like that. Even if it's just unique, it's still going to hold you back. So you've got to figure out whatever it is that's holding you back, and you've got to figure out, okay, why is this holding me back? And what is it that it's holding me back from? Okay? So if you are afraid of something, ask yourself, why are you afraid of something? Okay? Why? Okay? What happened? Why are you like that? Why? Okay? It's all a series of questions. Why? And start to rewire your mind before you go to bed at night. Every night, fall asleep to yourself repeating over and over and over again, I am a confident leader. I am a selling machine. I am beautiful. I have the ability to change people's lives. See how you're saying I am, Marie? I am not. I am not afraid of water. I am not afraid of driving. I am confident. I know it's backwards. I can, I will, I am. Those words before something that you say are a declaration to the universe or to God or whoever. Okay? That's very powerful. If you say, I am fat, fat will find you. Okay? So think about that. And then tomorrow we'll kind of go into more detail about it, okay? Think about it though. What do you do when you're scared? Do you run? Do you get defensive? Do you quit? What do you do? What do you do? And then figure out why. Why do you run? What are you running from? You know? So I want you guys to know it's going to take a lot of consistent work. Okay? I've noticed that so many people quit their business because they don't get the results. See? You guys quit because you don't get the results that you want, or you're too scared that people are judging you while you're doing it. Nobody's judging you. They're watching you and they're happy that you're succeeding. They're happy. I used to get defensive too. I really I overread everything people say. Like somebody will say something to me and I'll be like, what do you mean by that? You know? And, you know, it's a process. It's a process, but you can't get over it until you figure out, why are you running? What are you afraid of? You've got to tell yourself that you're not afraid. You are confident in all that you do. Okay? You guys can do this. You guys can do this. But remember, when I tell you, please stick with this. It's going to change your life. Look at me. Did I ever think in a million years that I would be able to give women advice like this? Did I ever think that I would ever have like the ability to do this, to help you girls conquer your biggest life's fears? I'm just a Black status presenter with Younique, who started as a white status presenter, who has gained tons of knowledge and training from reading books. That's me. And now look at what I'm capable of. We all have a long road, Amanda. It's a long road for everybody. It took me 2.5 years to get here where I am. And I'm still not done. Still not done growing. I'm still not done changing. It's going to be a long time. Let me see. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. Hang on. Let me tell you exactly how long it will take to get over it. She's a neuro, I don't know exactly what she is, but she's pretty amazing. Hang on, I have it written down. Two seconds, guys. Hang on. Here we go. Okay. Okay. It's going to take you, statistically, okay? Okay, Amanda, so in order to get over that, you've got to start doing whatever it is that scares you, okay? I am welcoming to new friendships, okay? I trust people, okay? Repetition over time is the best way to create new beliefs. You must be in open and vulnerable state, which is sleeping. Well, getting ready to fall asleep. You're relaxed. You're in an open and vulnerable state, okay? If it makes you cry, that's when you know you need to hear it and you need to keep going with it. Okay? So it's going to take you 7 years to reprogram. But 21 days is all it takes to start a new habit, a new repetitive habit within your mind. Okay? And it's going to take you 90 days to create a solid habit. Okay? Solid habit in 90 days. Okay? And then 7 years from there, 10,000 repetitions. 7 years is going to pass anyways, right? 7 years is going to pass anyways. So, might as well start getting better, right? Might as well start making things better up there, right? Okay? 7 years is going to pass anyways. Might as well get better. Might as well rewire your brain in the process. Okay? You are going to feel better immediately. And it all starts with your lifestyle. And you've got to be... Exactly, Amanda. Exactly. You've got to be open to this. You've got to visualize it. Okay? So download SoundCloud on your phone. Download SoundCloud on your phone. And type in the search bar Deb Erickson. She's got so many great repetitions. And she's going to be doing the 5-year-old one for us, she said. She's going to do that in her voice. Her voice is so comforting for us and so soothing. I know a lot of you guys have kids. Children who are not picked up and hugged by the age of 2 will never fully develop cognitively. So, yeah. And anywhere that there is emotion, like tears, like how you guys said you were crying, that means that there's stuck energy, she said. Something is stuck there. You gotta shake it out. You gotta get that out of there, okay? Thanks, guys. I love you. So your brain has to feel the feeling of the outcome. So do you know how I was like, I will be Black Status. I will be Black Status. I will have 4 frontline elites by the end of this month, and we will finish the month as a Black Status team. Yes, I'm going to go over this all tomorrow. And Michelle, did you go on her training today? You got to shake it out. You got to shake it out. So you know how I talk all the time about how I will finish the month with 4 frontline elites, and we will finish the month as a Black Status team. Okay. So you've got to feel like I was picturing it. I was picturing that moment. I was picturing that chart in my mind. I was picturing the chart populating. I was picturing the flowers coming to my door. I was picturing being shouted out for Black Status. I was picturing that charm next to my picture on my website. I was picturing all of that, you guys. I pictured it in my mind. My mind pictured it. I pictured that chart. I pictured every moment. Okay? My brain felt that feeling. I cried when I thought about it. And it happened. And now I'm letting myself slip. I've been telling myself, oh my God, this month sucks. This month sucks. Everything sucks. Nobody's selling anything. Everything sucks. It's so slow. I can't wait for it to be over. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. So I've created this thing in my mind, and I'm even afraid to refresh my back office because I don't know. Because I've convinced myself it's not going to be good. I've got to change that. I've got to change that. And so do you. Because I know you guys are struggling with it. I know you are. You've got to change it. Your brain has got to feel those feelings. It's got to feel like whatever outcome that you want to create. And if that outcome is green status or being unshakably confident, you've got to picture yourself as such. If you want to be a millionaire, you've got to picture yourself as a millionaire. If you want to be Black Status, you've got to picture yourself as Black Status. Okay? Little steps at a time. Okay? If you want to make $10,000, you got to picture yourself getting that $10,000 paycheck. What are you going to do with that $10,000? Who are you going to tell first? Okay? Who are you going to tell first? If you can quit your job, what's it going to sound like when you say that you're going to quit your job? Who are you going to spend the most time with? How's it going to feel when you tell your boss you quit? What are you going to do with your spare time? Whose lives are you going to change when you become a Black Status presenter or even a Green Status presenter? What are you going to do? What are you going to do with that? Okay? You got to think about it like that. What are you going to do when you're in the top 50 or the top 150 and you earn that $500 bonus this month? What are you going to do with it? What are you going to spend it on? How are you going to feel when you see that picture posted that you've been in the top 50? Okay. What's the shout out going to look like when you promote to blue or green or orange or purple? What's it going to look like? How's it going to make you feel? Okay, good. It's going to make you feel really good. Okay? I told everybody. I was like, haha, suckers, $10,000. So here's something that I want to give you guys before we go. So there's something that she taught us. It's called tapping. Okay? And I'm going to go over this more tomorrow, but tapping. Okay? So basically, you want to start tapping. Okay? And you say, here's where I am not. Here's where I'm not. Okay, so she said, man, I'm really scared of this of speaking at convention. It's going to really suck. I'm going to do so bad. And then you come over here because you're tapping the energy into your mind, right? Okay. And then you say, you know, God, I know I'm just going to fall flat on my face. Everyone's going to hate my speech. It's going to suck. Okay. And then like, you're going to do that, repeat it. And there's like all these spots, right? And then there's like right down here because you want to tap the energy into you. Okay. And then you're going to come down here. Okay. And then you're going to come up here. Okay. And then you're going to come over here. You're tapping the energy into you. Okay. Dancing down the street. Then you're going to come over here. My armpits are hairy. Sorry. I'm going to come over here. Okay. And you're going to declare your things. Okay. So you start out with the where I am not. Then you go open to possibilities. God, I have this bad feeling that this might suck, but maybe I might not do so bad. You know, oh, and here, and the top of your head too is a good one. Top of your head is a good one too. But you kind of want to rub it in there. Okay, so after you do that, you're going to go over all those spots. So you can even just do the declarations. Okay, so after you say all that stuff, here's where I'm not, but I'm open to possibilities. So you do that round, okay? And then you're sitting here and you're like, I am going to walk in that room and everybody is going to cheer and go crazy. I'm going to give these people the best speech they've ever heard in their lives. I'm going to remember everything Deb taught me and it's going to be incredible. I'm going to change so many lives when I speak at convention. It's going to be the most incredible thing I've ever experienced in my life. They're going to ask me to come back 100 more times, and I'm going to be on stages all over the world. I can't wait to deliver this incredible speech. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so now I'm tapping that into my body, right? So for you, if you struggle with sales, I am such a selling machine. Everybody wants to buy makeup from me. All of my videos catch so many people's attention. Everybody just rushes to message me after they see it. It's incredible. I am changing so many people's lives and adding confidence to so many people with my videos and this makeup. Oh, look, I changed my lipstick. I messed it up. My PRS is the top of everyone's charts every single time that the month ends. I am a selling machine. Everybody wants my makeup. I am such an incredible salesperson, but I do it in a way that makes everybody want to tell their friends about me. I sell so much makeup in my parties, it's crazy. Everybody wants to know how I'm doing it, and I can't wait to feed that information to them and help everybody become a great selling machine like myself. Okay? So it's just like it's the coolest thing. Okay? It's really amazing. Really amazing. So there's that. Okay? And you want I got this to be attached to everything that you do. Everything. And she said, if you ever feel stuck in like an icky moment, there's a space here. I think it's like right here where you feel a dip. She said, if you rub that, it'll get you out of that icky state of thinking. Okay. Let me see. Why? Because of the amazing. Oh, good, Marie. That's amazing. So if you ever get stuck in an icky feeling, okay, I've always had yellow in my hair. It needs to be washed. You just rub right here, okay? It starts to hurt, huh? It'll snap you out of it. Whew, ouch. Okay, so we'll go over more of this tomorrow. But you want to do like an in-breath, okay? Light, love, abundance, okay? And on your breath out, relax, release, allow, let go. Okay? Remind yourself what your goal is. What does it look like? How's it going to make you feel? I just got an order because I was tapping all that stuff in my head. Just popped up. Crazy. Okay, so yeah. Did you know 80% of women who make over 100K a year do it in network marketing? 20% of those women do it by doing school. Interesting. Okay, so we'll go over this more tomorrow, you guys, okay? But I really wanted to come on here and just tell you guys, like, you can do this. Stop being so afraid of everything. You literally have it within you. You've just convinced yourself that you don't. That's all. You've convinced yourself you don't have it. Okay? So reconvince yourself that you do. And you'll get there faster than you thought you ever would. You just have to retrain your mind. That's all. Okay? All right, you guys. Wow. Felt good to like relive that moment. That was awesome. Okay. You're welcome. Sarah, you missed a good one. Okay, you guys, I love you. It's late. I gotta go to bed. Love you, girls. I hope this helped. And if you need anything, just message me. I'm more than happy to help. But listen, I will do one-on-one coaching calls with you if you're working your business. 100%. Okay? Love you.